Knock, knock. Who's there? You. You who? You who? You who? The essence of your soul is calling you.
Namaste, friends. Thank you for being here. I am in my new backyard, feet on the Mother Earth. And I know you can't see too much of my Mother Earth back here. I'm hoping you can see the mountain reflected in the window. So yes, I have moved to Mount Shasta and I have this gorgeous view of the mountain. I've come to be with the mountain. And so for any that were here when we first launched up Soul Playhouse back in the spring, thank you. Thank you for being here in that moment, and thank you for your patience, and thank you for just finding me whatever moment that you do. But sometimes when we start things, we realize that we're not ready or that certain things have to change. And in my case, I had to change playhouses. So here we are. And I wanted to make sure that we began again before too much time went by. And it is Lammas. So for those that practice the pagan traditions or Wicca, Lammas is one of the midpoints in the wheel. So it is a place that happens between summer solstice and fall equinox, right? And so on August 2nd, it is Lammas, and it is a harvest celebration. And it is a time to, yes, celebrate the seeds that have grown over the summer. In particular, there is a tradition of honoring, the grains, the wheat, the corn that people lived on for so long. And by rights, we do too. We still, we've kind of most of us have come away from the circle of growing our food, but we are in that circle of the seasons. And so it is a time to celebrate the harvest. It is also a very important time to take stock of where we are with what we've harvested and what we have before us. It may be time to plant some new seeds in the fall that can still grow before the winter darkness and coldness is really upon us. It also, metaphysically and metaphorically in our lives, is a great time to take stock, to just take stock of where we are, what we want to do, where we are in that process. We're always in a circle of time. We're always at some point in the circle, at some point in the wheel. And so I am wanting to be out here celebrating the Mother Earth. It's a dark afternoon because there's a thunderstorm coming. We've been having thunderstorms here with the mountain, and that is a beautiful time in nature that punctuates how so many different forces are always at work in our lives. Yeah, and so sometimes it sounds rumbly and thunderous, and there's bolts of lightning that are, quite dramatic. And then those needed rains come to water and fertilize our soil and our dreams. And so, as I invite you into the playhouse this day on this Lammas, it is a celebration of taking stock of all the different aspects of who I truly be and what I want to offer my friends, you, my friends, that are choosing to be here in the Soul Playhouse. So we're going to launch into our first Saturday Soul Play, and I am so grateful that you are here. Did you hear that? It's a little bit of thunder. Yay! Come on in. Come on in. So here I am on the other side of the window. Now we can let the thunderstorm roll in as our fountain is flowing. I just want to speak another moment to nature. What nature do you have at your house, around your house? This week I took a little walk. I won't really call it a hike. It was a short walk through the forest to Fairy Falls. So I'm going to show you a little bit of that now. in a video. And I'm inviting us all to center into our sacred Mother Earth. Not just because it's llamas. We'll be doing a little bit of nature every week because she grounds us. She grounds us in her beauty. She grounds us in her sustenance, even in her rumbly thunder. I don't know if you can hear that. Nature's so important. So, of course, I'm going to always invite you and me to get out into nature, our feet on Mother Earth. But I know we can't always do that. And so, as I offer you some screen time with nature, do something with nature. If you have a plant or a stone or a rock at your house, put that in your hand at any time. But I'm offering us this invitation to do it now while we are being with nature in our soul play time today. Even if you just have a glass of water and you put your finger in it, it counts. It's all about the mindfulness that we're bringing, that we are honoring our sacred mother, and that we're letting her nurture us. We're letting her flow nurture us. So, come with me to Fairy Falls. Oh yes, bringing our celebration of Lammas to our Think Pink circle of fun. Yay. So, llamas doesn't really mean llamas, but I did think of llamas. And Feature Creature Teacher Llama is so much about being sacred with the earth. For Peruvian people and other people in the world, the llama is a sacred animal for them. Yeah. And, one of the things I think about when I look at how llamas are used in other cultures. They're like pack animals, so they carry a lot of things, which gets us back to our thinking and conversation about taking stock of what we have and what we're bringing forward into the world, right? Yeah. And llama is also a sacred connection for the divine and the earth, like a bridge between, for some of these peoples. So sorry, I'm not speaking very eloquently to the culture, but just taking a moment to think about beautiful llama, right? And then I have this llama pen. Oh my goodness. And it has some little llama sayings, right? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different messages from llama. So I want you to pick a number, 1 to 6. Right? Whatever first pops in your head, that's going to be your little message from the Llama Mama pen. And they're not deep, okay? It's just a little fun thing here, okay? So, number 1, llama stay. 2, no problema. 3, llamas are my spirit animal. 4, keep calm and love llamas. 5, no drama, llama. 6, save the drama for your llama. Which brings us back to 1, llama stay. Yes. Llama's calling? Hello? Oh, she's saying, in case it wasn't clear, you can also take stock of the drama that you might want to let go of. Yeah, anything else? Oh, look around for whoever you have llama stay with. Oh, thank you. That does clear a lot of things up. All right, anything else? She says the circle of the earth is always calling and always here for us. Thank you, llama. And thank you, llamas. Let's sing about the circle. Let's sing about the circle that we're thinking of at this time in this point of the wheel. Yeah, circle of 1. We all live in a circle. We are one. We are one. Life goes round in a circle. It's never done. It's never done. All right here because we are one in the circle. There's a great big circle surrounding everything we eat. For each slice of bread, sacred circle round the wheat. Sunshine, water, soil, rich land, farmer, mill, truck, store, and hand. So many lives touch our food. Let's hold them sacred in our circle of gratitude. We all live in a circle. We are one. We are one. Life goes round in a circle. It's never done. It's never done. All right here because we are one in a circle. We all live on a circle. Our pretty planet Earth, our home. Holding everyone, sacred circle around the sun. We all breathe, all have hearts that beat. Hands, eyes, ears, nose, fingers, toes, and feet. Billions of lives share this life. Let's hold them sacred in our circle of grateful light. We all live in a circle. We are one. We are one. Life goes round in a circle. It's never done. It's never done. All right here because we are one in the circle. We are one in the circle. We are one. We are one. Oh yes, Lammas celebration of the bounty and the circle. So I put together a little bread batter. Kind of like a banana bread, but I don't have bananas, so I'm using what I have. And I thought I would sort of blend some fruits of the summer with the upcoming fall. So I have some craisins, some cinnamon, and some walnuts, which pretty well speak to the fall. But I've got these little cuties, so I'm going to throw some bits of these in. And I put in a little pineapple juice. So this recipe I was looking at called for orange juice. I didn't have orange juice, I had pineapple juice. So we've got some citrus going on with some fall flavors, and you know, it's alchemy. It's alchemy. But I just wanted to speak to a moment about the wondrous teachings of Lammas in the circle. And because bread is a kind of a traditional ritual that can go with Lammas, I think usually it's wheat bread. But it's celebrating all the grains, you know, like the wheat and the corn and all the things that would be coming into harvest now. And I actually am using a 12 grain gluten-free flour. I love this flour, and it's always a little different with every recipe. So we'll see what we get. Like I said, we're using a lot of alchemy here. But I love the fact that it's these different grains, you know, that are being represented here in this bread. And as I'm doing this, I am celebrating the bounty, just the bounty. I'm getting squirted and kissed by these little cuties. You know, the citrus and just all of it. It's really a celebration, you know. I'm going to do one more of these, and I'm going to ask you in this mindful celebration moment, if this were your bread, what would you be putting in it right now? You know, something favorite or something you've got around in the kitchen. You know, one of my favorites is cherries. I'm wearing cherries on my apron, my old ancestor treasure apron. And, you know, this might be really yummy with cherries. I can never keep cherries in the house very long because they're so yummy. I just eat them. So as we do this, we're thinking about the other invitations of Lammas. You know, it is to celebrate the bounty and the harvest of what is right before us, but it's also to take stock. To take stock of what seeds, our cranberries are wonderful representations of seeds. What seeds do we maybe need to plant this fall that could still grow for us for winter harvest, right? Because we got the long, dark winter coming. And so we can do this probably a lot, but we can also do this for everything in our lives. We can take stock. What do we have already stored up? And what would we like to be making more of or storing up? You know, taking stock of what is in our lives. So this batter is pretty dang thick. And I'm thinking that maybe a little more juice, but I don't know, you don't want to thin it out too much. So I prepared 2 dishes. I was going to do one with the walnuts and one without, but I don't know. I'm thinking I'm only going to get 1 dish. And so that can be like our stockpiles too, you know. We may think we have more than we do, right? I learned when I was moving, I had way more than I thought I had, but you know, we may have certain things a lot of and certain things maybe we want more of. And so it's just a good time at this midpoint in the wheel to take stock and to celebrate the bounty and bake away with it. Okay, I think we got one here. If I want to, I got to make another batch, but I think this is going to be great. And this will be a good way to test my ingredients. But yeah, what do we maybe want to reckon with, do some more of? And this can be all kind of ways that we can look at our lives, you know, all kind of ways. All right, I can't resist. These big, bold, beautiful walnuts are going to get on top. I'm just going to put a few on top. And you know, numbers are always significant. So there's 3 for creativity. Here's 6 for home. And here's 9 for completion. For the circle that goes round and round and round. And so, again, if this were yours, what would you put in it that would be extra yummy? And what in your life do you maybe want to stock up for this winter a little bit more, maybe? And if you're on the other side of the world, well, you're going into summer, so your questions are a whole different spin. But here we go, into the oven we go, and yay for bounty and alchemy and creativity. Ooh, it smells amazing, and it looks pretty amazing too, I gotta say. Yummy, yummy. Mindful moments. All right, our friend, the snowflake obsidian. It is a volcanic glass, a volcanic black glass that's flecked with these white or gray shapes that are likened to snowflakes. And of course we know that snowflakes, there's no 2 that are ever the same. And there's a bazillion of them, kind of like the grains of sand on the beach, right? I'm going to be making friends with snow this winter, so snowflakes, yeah. And our mountain, Mount Shasta, and just like our Thunder Mountain from Silver Lake, and maybe all the mountains, I don't know, were once volcanoes. And so this snowflake obsidian has been helping me balance and ground in all the change that I have embarked on in coming to this new home. We all have been going through so much change, really probably since 2020 when the pandemic hit. Things have been really like woo in our societies and communities. And so we're always, I think, given ways to ground ourselves. And when we bring our mindfulness to what's happening, it can help us become more at peace, more compassionate with ourselves and others about the process of what is happening. As I'm holding this snowflake obsidian, I'm hearing her say that we always have the opportunity to not only put up with others that we don't always agree with, but try to see their beauty. Let's take a mindful moment to think of anyone or anything that we may want to see with these beauty eyes, that someone or something that we may have been putting up with, take a mindful moment to look inside with the eyes of our heart to see if possibly, maybe, we can see them differently, see them through the eyes of beauty, or at least through the eyes of compassion. If you have a stone that's handy and you want to speak with that particular stone, that would be great. If you want to zoom into these energies of the snowflake obsidian, that would be great. We're going to take a moment just to listen, a mindful moment to ask, how can we see this person or this situation differently? We can also take this moment through the Lammas lens of looking at our lives and taking stock, and there may be something that we've been judging harshly or feeling bad about that we may want to see differently. And there's a lot of different ways we could take this mindful moment. It's important to me when we come together for soul play that I offer some invitations, but not prescriptions. I want us to be able to take mindful moments together. I want us to be able to take moments in the silence together to just listen, to just take a moment and find that wisdom, whether the wisdom is coming through a beautiful stone like this snowflake obsidian, or through some other aspect that you are able to put in your hand right now, or simply closing your eyes and listening to your heart. Because ultimately the snowflake obsidian or any other beautiful thing that we have in nature or in our homes is really just helping us tap into the wisdom of our own being. It's who we truly be. We are wise beings. All right, let's listen. Snowflake obsidian, show me the beauty of things that I have been seeing as less than beautiful. Show me the different side of myself and my messiness of creations. I'm going to take a mindful moment now to just be with beauty eyes. The wisdom that I'm hearing is the more we in our humanness can experience both sides or all sides or as many sides as we possibly can of another person, especially one we don't agree with, the more that we embody our divinity, the more that we embody the love that we truly be, the love that created us. Because our Creator can see all sides of us, and our Creator holds unconditional love for us no matter what. And that is a beautiful, grounding, balancing message, is it not? Yes. What did you hear, my friend? Maybe take a moment to write it down. You can pause this video or whatever you need to do. Or just take this moment as an invitation in the coming days to start asking, start listening. There's many ways that we can come more into our peaceful, compassionate, loving hearts. And that is the most grounding, stabilizing thing we can do in these times of change and chaos. Thank you, beautiful, beautiful snowflake obsidian. Yes, thank you. Thank you, beautiful friends. Thank you for your mindful moment of musing and wisdom. Yeah. I am bidding you adieu from this place outside the playhouse, but welcoming you in next Saturday and every Saturday. I'm so glad you were here, friend, and I hope to see you next Saturday for some more Soul Playhouse time. Namaste, friend.
You came here with so many gifts to give.